In today's video, I'm going to be explaining how some of the best astrophotographers out there, such as Damian Peach and Adam Block, get amazing images like this one and how you can get those kind of images too. Let's start off with Adam Block. Adam Block is a really good astrophotographer. I mean, look at this. This is the Pleiades star cluster. Might not even look like it because it's just so good. There's so much dust like that you wouldn't be able to see normally. And a lot of this has to do with his integration time and the processing skills he has. First of all, let's start off with integration time. So integration time, what he can do is just literally just sit out there and he can take so much integration time. And that's a lot of the struggle us astrophotographers have, is we don't have the patience to sit outside and sit and just take so much integration time, and constantly periodically check on our images to make sure that they're still looking good. Like, we just leave them out all night, but might not want to do it the next night and the next night. Like, Adam Block will take maybe months just to get one image, because that's what you have to do in order to get all that dust and get the cleanest data possible. Another thing that Adam Block does is he uses PixInsight, and this is a very powerful processing software. And PixInsight also has a lot of tools to help, reduce stars and pull out dust. And I really like ArcScience Direction PixInsight because it really brings out the color and vibrance in PixInsight of the certain image you're processing. So Adam Block definitely has a big skill set in terms of processing. And that's why I say processing is really crucial, because processing can really determine the result of the final image and not necessarily just the setup and actually just doing astrophotography. A lot of it comes down to processing skills. If you overprocess, your image isn't going to look good no matter how much integration time you get. But then again, integration time is also very important because you need to collect as many photons as you can in one night, or in multiple nights in a row. Obviously, if you want to get the best image possible, like Adam Block does, you have to image multiple nights in a row. Even it might seem hard and you might want to go to other objects, but to get an amazing image like that for one target, you really have to image every single night, because that'll really help in terms of collecting light and make your noise go away and bring out the signal. It's called SN, signal noise ratio. Bring out your signal and basically bury the noise and get rid of it. Now, what about planetary astrophotography, like Damian Peach? He takes amazing images of Jupiter. Look at this. I mean, Jupiter, look how many details and everything. Now, I mean, a lot of you might think, and that maybe you know this, Damian Peach actually has a huge 14-inch telescope. And I've said in previous videos, this really helps with gathering light and really helps you be able to zoom in and get more details. Yes, this can really help, but also Damian Peach lives in great seeing conditions, which also really helps. Way more than the telescope will ever help. So seeing conditions are very crucial. Now, if you don't have access to amazing seeing conditions, you can still get good seeing conditions on certain nights. So, for example, if it rains, it'll really help the seeing condition after that. And then you can get amazing images, hopefully, of the planet. And this can really help in terms of the clarity and details and finer details of the actual planet. Because atmospheric turbulence really smudges out the planets, and that's typical for most locations. But then again, the 14-inch scope does really help, because 14 inches is tons of aperture. You can really collect the light, and you can also, zoom into the planet more and get way more detail, because you can get a high resolution of the planet. So, I mean, meaning like filling the whole frame. So it's definitely very important to have a large aperture telescope. But 8 inches is what I have. It's really good still, but yeah, using 8 inches is plenty to zoom in most of the way, but you can't really fully zoom in, but you can still get amazing detail. Like, here's a picture of Jupiter that I got. I think this is pretty decent this was pretty good seeing too. So I think that was pretty decent. By the way, my name is Asher, and if you like astrophotography content related to planetary and deep sky, and maybe sometimes some solar astrophotography, make sure to subscribe. Anyways, until next time, clear skies.